Welcome back to episode 14 of Quarantine Cast here on Beyond the Brick. My name is Joshua Hanlon, and today we've got a fun build and chat stream for you. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien, and we've got Kirk Wilson, Vision Bricks, back with us as well today. And today we'll just be building some fun Lego sets and chatting about probably literally anything that comes to mind. Whatever Brian is contemplating there in the middle screen right now will probably come up at some point. So
3 hours of dead air to fill, ladies and gentlemen. The absolute best for the Quarantine Cast, just getting into July. And we're already running out of content. Here we go, Joshua. What do you have? What do you have for us this afternoon?
I will be building this wonderful new Lego duck set here. There, let's see if I can get it. There we go. Yes, the newest Lego House exclusive set, the wooden duck model.
Did you fly to Denmark
Lego to get that? For sending that to me a while back? They did like an online press conference thing with like a question and answer. I see Stuart Harris just popped up in the chat here. So he and Jamie, the designer, both of them worked on the set together. I think did a great job, and I'm looking forward to the build here. So it should be a lot of fun.
Cool. Excellent. I have a little bit of a throwback Tuesday. This is one of the first Lego sets I ever got as a kid, and I bought it with my, as I call it, the Beyond the Brick play money. And this is the Alpha Team Ogel's Control Center, set number 6776. It is in the box, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as much as some of you may not want me to crack this open, I kind of do. So that's what I'm going to build today. And I also have the Friend Central perk in the trunk of my car. So obviously this will not take me however long it will be streaming for. So I will probably do that too. So that's what I intend on doing.
There we go. We got Vision with us as well. You got a mock you're working on or anything there?
No mock. I'm just sorting out some stuff from a package someone sent me. So I worked on the video. I think this was yesterday I worked on it. So I'm just sorting through the stuff now.
Do you get mysterious packages sent to you frequently?
Not frequently. This is the third package I've gotten. This first
I've
two
been
were
getting them more frequently myself. Like,
yeah. The contents of the package though was like very surprising. So I'm looking forward to releasing the video. It's
excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
Cool.
We got Mel in the chat with a shout out to the BTB play money there, Brian.
Yeah, hey, it works out just fine. It's either Dunkin' Donuts, gift cards, Chipotle, or it's Beyond the Brick play money. So the more that they keep having me back for these live streams, the more random sets I'm going to buy. Actually, I might do a little bit of shopping later in the stream, so I might need some help from the Peanut Gallery in the comments, because there are a couple things I'm obligated to get based on the streams here. So we'll talk. We'll talk.
There we go. Well, we appreciate all the work you put into the stream, so I'm glad we can give back to you in whatever small ways.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So I've got a build cam I'm trying out for the first time here, so I'll we'll see how this works, because I figured it's helpful to be able to show the build, and that way I don't have to constantly lift it up and people ask what I'm building.
There you go. And that's fair. Your build is more of the high. That is the new hotness. So I'll probably hold up my stuff eventually, but
you got a nice throwback there though, Brian. That's a great set.
I do. This is a printed, uniquely molded base plate on this bad boy right here. All the old people are losing their minds at the quality of that base plate. So do you want me to set up my secondary camera, Joshua, try to get that working, or what do you want me to do?
Sure, yeah, why not? That way you can show it as well. So yeah, go ahead. We've got
give me like 3 minutes. Excuse my unprofessionalism while I set things up.
Perfectly fine. Let's see if we've got that. Shout out to everyone in the chat here. So thanks for joining us. We'll be building these great sets that you see on display. Here's Susan that asked, do you keep your builds or take them apart? I'll start by answering that, and then we can kind of go around the stream here. For me, it depends a lot on the set. So I guess it's hard to see some of them back here, but I've got kind of just out of frame, like the big Ninjago City set, like the red Ferrari. So there are a number of sets I've kept. The big Taj Mahal is back here. You see that in the background of a lot of videos. There are a number of sets I've kept on display if I think they look cool enough and they were kind of a fun build or something like that, and I want to keep it around. But a lot of them just too limited on space, so I either break them down to kind of store them easier, or I end up giving them away or something like that. So that's kind of my approach to it. Kirk, what do you do normally?
Normally, I take most of my sets apart. The only stuff I have kept together is like stuff from Infinity War and any other set that I kind of find interesting. For example, the Flintstone set or something from Ideas. So that's about it.
Ideas is definitely a theme where I keep a lot of them. Ideas and architecture sets are the two I keep the most together because they look so amazing on display.
Exactly.
So they're very and they tend not to be that big. So both of those reasons, they're nice to keep on display. Oh, this build cam looks pretty decent here. I think that's a. I like the way this is shaping up. We also
professionalism is impeccable, Joshua.
We wanted to experiment for the 24-hour live stream this year too, because I've never had a good build cam, and so like the whole 24 hours, I'm constantly having to like say, "Oh, here's what I'm building," or hold it up for people. So once we get this out, that'll be helpful.
My camera will go dark momentarily as I swap things over. So pardon again the unprofessionalism, but you get to see the branding.
The brand. Oh, look at that! The beautiful O'Brien mug.
Hey. Let's see.
Space here.
Actually, I'm going to need to back out and come right back. So accept me. Hold on.
All right.
That's okay. Kirk can take over the stream here.
Yeah, I will just try and think of something to talk about. I mean, let's see what do we have in the chat.
Here's Maria says hello from Germany. Stay healthy. Thanks for joining us. It's always great to have our international fans, joining us as well. It's good when we can reach out beyond just the U.S. here.
Yeah.
Fiona says gutted our lug trip to Billund was canceled for the weekend just passed, or else I'd be sitting building the duck right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There are a lot of fantastic trips that have had to been canceled. John and I were supposed to go out to some shows in California here like over the next couple weeks, so we just had to cancel that stuff. So it keeps happening, unfortunately. I think canceling Brick Fair ended up being a very good idea with the fact that things have started to lock down again. That has proved to be a wise decision.
Notice.
Hello.
You good?
Hello there.
Yep. So you can see me and hear me and everything, right?
Yep. Perfect.
Excellent. Give me a hot minute here.
We got Alyssa in the chat. Shout out. Thanks for joining us. She says bonjour. So she's trying to fake like she's an international fan. That's okay. Jeff wants to know how the drop ship from Aliens is coming along, Kirk.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff. I'm not.
I feel like we had this discussion last week, maybe. I did that.
Yeah, he likes to do this from time to time where he'll make up something that I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm not working on any dropship. I haven't touched any pieces in terms of mock building yet. Hopefully soon. I think once I'm finished working on this video, and then I have another video that's in the pipeline for minifigs.me. So once I finish with that stuff, then I can sit down and work on a mock. Hopefully. That's the plan.
We've got a fan from Thailand checking in here. Let's see. LaShonda asks, have you guys built the haunted house yet? So I have not, but Boone Langston has a fantastic video on the channel here all about the haunted house. So definitely check that out if you have not seen that already, because it's very entertaining. All of the behind the scenes look at the haunted house. And then Kirk, I think did you make a video for us with the photo that came out?
Yeah, we did the set announcement.
Yeah, with the set announcement. So we've had those couple of different videos related to the haunted house on the channel, but I've not had a chance to build it myself. Got the Philippines checking in here, the UK. So folks from all over the place. Singapore, Nelson, thanks for joining. France, we got a Lego YouTuber from France, so always great to have everyone with us. Probably a lot of different time zones, so if it's a weird time where you are, thanks for staying up or getting up early to join us. Alyssa says it's an honor to be trolled by Joshua. That is true. That's why I do it to Brian so much.
Wait, where is Brian?
I think he just quit. He just didn't feel like actually doing the stream today.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's just one of those days. I should probably actually get building here. Let's see. Are you do you ever null your pieces out where you like organize them before you start building?
Normally I don't, unless it's like a smaller build, and then I'll go ahead and do it. But most of the time I just kind of just go by the bag, like whatever pieces are in there, and then just dump it out onto the table.
That's pretty much how I do it too. It's part of the adventure for me is finding the pieces.
Yeah, I think it kind of allows you to enjoy the set a bit more than having to like sort out everything and then start building. It just feels like a bit more time consuming.
We got Chris Piper coming in from the exotic locale of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Shout out to Kalamazoo, not too far from where I am right now. Home of the Air Zoo, a fantastic air museum with some wonderful airplanes on display. Definitely check that out if you're ever in the Kalamazoo area. See, we got some more German fans. So somebody says we've lost the build cam. So the build cam will come and go. It just depends on what we're chatting about, or if I need to show something. So yeah, that'll come in and out. Someone from Denmark, the home of the bricks here. Thank you for joining us. Portugal, wow. I feel like we're very representative crowd today.
Yeah, we do.
What time is it in America? Well, that depends on what time zone you're in. For me, it's 1:15 p.m., 1:15 in the afternoon right now, Eastern time. So that's like New York City time. I think that's the same for all of us, me, Kirk, and Brian. I think we'll all be in the same time zone here if Brian decides to show back up.
Yeah.
Denver, Colorado. Here's Kevin Hinkle. The whimsical tobacco fields of northern Connecticut. Shout out to Mr. Hinkle Draws. Oh, what a wonderful part of the country right there. England, UK. Very cool. I've yet to actually put two bricks together here, so I should probably try to do that. This is why on the 24-hour live stream, it takes me all 24 hours to build like two simple sets.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because I'm a slow builder. That's definitely not it.
Yeah. It's talking to the chat and just trying to build at the same time. It like makes the build process much longer than usual.
Vladimir says he was able to brick link the 2011 Lego Duck, but he doesn't think he can do that with this one because it has an exclusive print for the eye. So it's a little harder to pick up all the parts. Did Brian decide to join back up here?
I'm back. Well, you can't do that, but
yep, there we go.
There you go.
So now you can see what I'm doing on screen here as well as down here.
Ooh,
that's that frickin' Nick Fancy setup right there.
Frickin' Nick Fancy setup.
That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it.
Frickin' Nick is really the gold standard there. I like it.
I mean, for Lego live streaming, not gonna lie to you, man, a little bit.
For some reason, I can't hear Brian.
Uh-oh. I'm not saying anything important anyways.
Sounds fine to me. That's strange.
I can't hear him. I think it's doing the same thing it was doing to me earlier. Let me leave and then rejoin, and then I should probably be able to hear him.
Okay. We'll never actually have both of you on the stream together.
That's quite okay.
Hello from big enough to handle both of you together.
Right, which is understandable.
South Africa. Oh, shout out. That's another place we unfortunately recently had to cancel our convention plans for later this year. We were supposed to go to our first show in South Africa. We were very much looking forward to it, and hopefully next year we definitely want to make it back there. But thanks for joining us.
Yes, everybody. Thanks for joining in across the globe, wherever you may be. Can you hear me, Kirk?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There it is. There it is. Cool. Look at this setup. What a bunch of professionals here. Come on now, huh?
Man,
beautiful.
I love when it occasionally looks like we know what we're doing.
Occasionally, not too often, but when it does look like that, it looks primo. Beautiful. If I had an extra 30 seconds in Photoshop, I'd whip up a blue box around me, but it's fine. Whatever. It's all good.
Photoshop is something I've yet to ever try out. I feel like there's so many useful, cool things you can do with it, and it's a good skill to have like a basic knowledge of. but I've never done anything with it.
I feel like you, considering you run like a Lego YouTube channel, you're kind of obligated to know how it's ran. How do you not know? Like, does your brother just do all of it?
I mean, for most things that would require Photoshop, we like hire someone in terms of like graphic design or any.
Wait, so what do you use to make thumbnails?
For thumbnails, a lot. John will just make those in Premiere, I think, most of the time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I believe that's how he does 90% of it.
Jeez, fair enough.
John can sound off in chat if I'm incorrect there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, am I actually opening this? This is sealed from 2001. Am I going to break Jeff's heart if I open this right now? How many people are going to be irate at me if I open this? I don't know, man.
Oh, we got Fazoom. Chris Giddens says, "Oh wow, Alpha Team Ogel base was awesome. Thanks for joining us, Chris." I think Lego sets were made to be built, Brian. So you got to go for it.
You're right. You're right. John says, "Yeah, you do the premieres generally basic, and you do a premiere." Wow, very nice. All right, the seal is being opened. Hold on, look, see the seal being cracked. All right. Does it pain me a little bit? This actually, it was nowhere near as expensive as you might think for this sealed. It was actually like not bad at all. It was like maybe $20 difference between sealed and like used. I'm like, why not just do that?
Here's a question. Well, first shout out to the super chat from Lego Overload 999. Thank you. Where did you get the window? And I have the Yellow Castle. I'm only 16 as my dad's. That's cool. Yeah, the Yellow Castle is great. I'm not sure what you're talking about with the window, though. You're going to be more specific in the chat. I do have a window in the room here, but I think that was just there for a long time. So I'm guessing you weren't talking about that.
There are windows throughout the room in general. Windows are a common commodity, typically.
Let's see. Joseph Zawada in the chat says, yeah, the duck retails for $90 USD, I believe. So, I think that's the price. That sounds about right for the set here. And it is a Lego House exclusive.
Pixels O'Brien, am I getting a little wonky? Is that being a thing? No. Not on StreamYard, not on my end. Uh-oh. Getting a little crazy over here. Oh, it is looking super pixely through StreamYard. Wow, what happened there? Jeez, it's looking real bad. Oof.
Oh, Lego Overload said I meant the wooden duck. So I got this sent to me by Lego. So big thank you to the Lego House people for setting that up. They did I mentioned this at the very beginning, but I'll mention it for people just joining now. Like a press event a little while back, online event where people could go on and ask questions, and the set designers were answering questions, and then just talking about the set and how it came together and everything. So that's how I got this.
How does this look so bad? What did I do? in StreamYard, it looks fine. On my end, and from what you guys can see, it looks great, right? Does it look good or no?
It looks decent right now. Well, see, it kind of comes and goes. Yeah.
This dual wielding view may not last, gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
It may not last.
Technology cannot handle it.
Yeah. All right. Let me. The professionalism is out the window. All right. Let me get out of here. I'll be back.
Fazoom asked, was there mist of old Billund air that billowed out when you opened the set? I think there was. There was like a nice little aroma of Billund that came out. You know, you get that instruction smell as well. It's beautiful. Lissa asked, did you build any other Lego House exclusive sets, Joshua? So let's see. Let me look around here. I have them. I don't think I've actually built any of the other ones. So I have them still sealed on display here, but I think this might be the first one I'll have actually built. I did build the very original Lego House set, the one that's all white. I built that, but everything else I think I still have sealed. Maybe I will open them up on a future stream.
Is my connection still bad? Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. This is bad.
Fazoom says it's clear when you don't move or talk. So you just want to sit there silently. And you'll be good.
How does the audio quality sound?
Great. The audio sounds great.
Come on. Why today? I was in Connecticut earlier. I feel like the internet transferred into my likeness through that. Oh, man.
Does Connecticut have bad internet?
Oh, Connecticut as a state is just bad, but especially the internet. It's awful. Wow. All right. Well.
Joseph Zawada, that is a OG Yellow Castle behind me. So that's the box. I have built it once, but I have it torn down right now just so I have it easier to store and the pieces all separated. But I could put it back together at some point. Maybe I should do because it is fun to have on display. Brian, you broke the internet. That's what Yitzy says.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Move aside, Mr. Beast. Brian is here to break the internet.
Here we are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's a shame we didn't have a guest scheduled to experience all this with us.
Yeah, right? Get Hendrix back on. Experience some true professionalism. So, I had a train of thought and I lost it. Denny's Wi-Fi with Brian's camera. You're right, Star Wars boy. You're totally right. So, does it still look awful?
It looks like
it's doable. When you move, it gets bad. But, I mean, it's doable.
Let me back out again.
Okay. Oh, man. It's going to be a long 3 hours, boys and girls.
This is definitely going to... Oh, man.
Amy says, I've seen all of you guys' YouTube videos, and I liked all of them. Please make more. Thank you, Amy. That's very nice of you to say. We will be making more YouTube videos, more live streams. Who knows what else we'll have for you. So thank you. I appreciate you watching. See, yeah, this build cam I think looks good. So feel free if I need to like move anything out of the way, or if you want to see the build in a different angle, you can let me know in chat. Not that I have much done right now. I like this dark blue color here. Stuart will have to put in the chat if I like mess up a piece, because that does happen frequently when I'm building. He can let me know so that I don't find out too late. Oh, actually, that right there was the wrong thing, wasn't it? Oh, man. We got a God bless Texas comment in the chat here. Shout out to all the Texans watching.
Shout out to Texas. How about now?
Okay, it looks much better.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right,
yeah,
there we go. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You were just jealous of Kirk when he first joined that 2006 look on his cam, and you're
like,
yeah,
man, I saw that hate. I saw it. I saw it.
Yes, I think it might have been because my computer was like, "Hey, you used that other source before. What happened?" And then it's like, "Well, I want the old thing," and you know, commitment issues. So, oops. So yes, give me that full screen, John. Let me get that full screen so I can show the people real quick. All right, we got the Ogel command center instructions, mint condition. Okay, and what I had forgotten about these sets from many moon ago is that they actually come in boxes. So this is box number 1 right here with the ship itself. Box number 2 has the things that go alongside it on the base itself right there. Box number 3 is the tower and a small helicopter to accompany it here. And then also inside is the stickers in the old like mesh bag that isn't as much of a thing nowadays, with the stickers inside of there, some of the bigger pieces there. And then the thing that the adult fans are just going to lose it for, look at this base plate.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love those raised base plates.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That bad boy right there. Oh, yeah. There we go. So it's got water on there. It's got, lots of printing. Gotta love that printing all throughout here. And it smells brand new. Usually it either smells like must or cigarette smoke or something if it's been sealed for so long, but it smells pretty good. So it smells like nothing, which is what it should smell like.
Did you buy that on Bricklink or eBay, or where'd you pick that up from?
I bought that on Bricklink, and I actually bought a couple of a part of this lot was like 2 other sealed sets, which was not, again, like you might think this is crazy amount of money Brian is spending. It's not. So this one right here was like Orient Expedition. This was like $20, Passage of Junshi. So if it went for $10 back in like 2001, paying $20 for its sealed is not bad. So I got that one. And then also the Droid Tri-Fighter from 05. This was like nice. 30. So it was not like, $50, $60 for these. It was like, yeah. So I have them in the background here, I think. And yeah. So if it's not too much of a price discrepancy, I'll get it sealed. But if it's like, hey, this knockoff Taj Mahal temple from Orient Expedition is like $400 sealed, I'm not gonna get it. You
know what blew my mind recently, and this was in the last few days that I realized this, which I've been thinking about it because you guys have been talking about Avatar so much on the streams. Yeah. The Fire Nation ship set is $400 used. That ship sells used. It's like $700 sealed. Yeah, which is insane. So then I realized, I actually have that set. The pieces were scattered throughout the collection. So I've actually been spending the last few days putting it all back together. I was able to find all the minifigure parts were like scattered throughout different minifigures that I had used them for, but I was able to put them all back together. So I have the entire thing now. Which is great. But yeah, that was insane. I could not believe that set. So I think both of the other set, what is it? Whatever the other set they like, Temple or
Air Temple.
Yeah, the Temple one also sells for some ridiculous amount of money on Bricklink.
That's crazy. And I guess I'm melting again. My quality looks awful. I don't know why.
The important thing is you're here, Brian. That's what we appreciate.
Right. I am here in spirit. All you need to hear is my voice anyways. I did videos for years without any face cam, so just get used to it, all right? It's fine.
Stuart mentioned earlier, don't forget to read the beginning of the instructions for the duck here, because there's the history and everything in there, and I had actually skipped over that part. I know I'm a bad historian here, but lots of interesting info and photographs to go with it as well. So that's the great thing about these types of sets, is they really give you that like premium experience. Also, I love how they do this shot right here, like the top down view, super helpful in making sure you have pieces in the right spot.
Yeah.
Very bad image quality from Brian Saviano, like 1995 image quality. Rico, you want to pop on screen and you want to do a better job at making my computer work? I'm hearing a lot of talk through Facebook. Listen, I'm doing what I can. And I can't go to, excuse me, Mr. Xfinity, can you make it not look like I'm melting on camera? I can't do that. There's only so much I can do, Rico. Sorry. Sorry, sir. My bad.
The Facebook viewers are really hitting on you hard today.
Hey, let them hit on. They're using Facebook. They're in an entirely separate quadrant of the internet. Let them talk. You can go to my Facebook page if you have any issues.
You have a Facebook page for Bricks O'Brien, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's the moms of Bricks O'Brien, right?
The mom squad, Joshua. The mom squad is such a force to be reckoned with. Those mothers are aggressively passionate about what I do. It's really incredible.
As far as I know, there is no mom squad for Beyond the Brick, sadly.
No. Though. Okay, my image quality looks fine now. Rico, okay? It looks fine. Relax.
It's like Chris said, the madder you get, the better your internet gets.
Yeah, exactly. So you want me to get mad, Rico?
Oh, man.
I'm afraid of you. I got nothing to lose. I got coffee.
I don't know why we ever bothered inviting guests on for this stream. I mean, that clearly.
I honestly don't know why either. You think Jang Bricks is going to yell at his viewers while drinking iced coffee on stream? Absolutely not.
Okay, you can't get this kind of content from Jang.
You can't. Man. You literally can't. How is 1995? Are you hyped for Space Jam? I am through the moon ecstatic for Space Jam. I actually have some VHSs over here if you want me to show the VHS collection. And I'm literally not kidding. Hold on.
You want to start streaming Captain Marvel while you're at it?
Yeah. That's fine. You think I'm kidding? I'm literally not kidding. Holding up my Kirby and Meta Knight is the Pokemon movie VHS. I'm not kidding you. That is a Bug's Life down there. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, normally my Switch is right there and it's hiding it. It's the actual. It's not just a case either. It's the actual movie. So like, Alyssa says, "What is a VHS?" You're not. Yeah. Oh, you're making me feel old. You're making me feel old now. Oh no. Oh no.
A Bug's Life is a good movie though.
Is it?
It is. I like that one.
It's like it wasn't my favorite, but I watched Ants more often, so that was my unfortunate childhood. Let's see. It's box number 1. Box number 1 is the plane with Ogel himself. Cool. Nice to see it's rewound. Good. There you go. Be kind and rewind, Kevin.
How does that old Pokemon movie compare to the new one?
Well, there are many new ones. So they actually just recently redid that movie, but in CGI. The old movie, it's obviously a kids movie, so the critics were like, "Oh, this is dumb." But with the newer CGI movie, they did basically the same plot, but just like made it a bit more kid friendly, I guess. Like Pikachu speaks English in it. It's no, not in that one. No, that's a different one. So it's okay. It's okay. The old movie is great because that one, the entire gist of the movie is like, hey, you shouldn't base other Pokemon based on what they look like. We're all Pokemon and in this together. Let's fly off into space and be happy. And it's got a good message to it. So, hey, just accept people and differences of who they are. You don't got to judge them. You know, it's a good moral to the story. And they actually had exclusive cards, an ancient Mew card. Some of you might remember that from back in the day. They had that was around the time at Burger King. They had the gold Pokemon cards and the Pokeballs with the Pokemon toys. It was that's like peak early 2000s, late 90s right there, man.
Oh, speaking of that era, I still miss the with the Lego partnership. Was it Shell with the gas station?
Yeah,
little gas station sets you could get. Those were great small little sets. Good part of my childhood right there.
I actually think I have one of those figures. Let me go see if I can find it real quick. Let's see.
All right, let's do a smell test here. How they smell brand new, just like the day they were printed, man. Yeah, it's also weird seeing like these old figures mint edition, like totally normal. It's awesome. It's
My build is just falling apart. I don't know. I astonish myself sometimes at how bad I can be at putting together a set.
Susan asking, can you explain the difference between Lego house sets and the other sets?
So the Lego house sets are exclusive to the Lego house, so you can only buy them physically in person at the Lego house. Though some of them they have made available online in certain countries, I believe due to the coronavirus. And Stuart, if he's still in the chat, can clarify that exactly where those are available. But I know there are some countries where you can buy some of the exclusive sets online as well, I believe. But yeah, that's the difference.
You can get one of your fans to bring it to you to a convention and give them the money for it, which is exactly what happened to me with the Lego house dinosaurs. That's how I got mine. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to you.
There we go. Yes, the true fans bring Brian sets at conventions.
Hey, I paid for it. Okay, I'm not a freeloader. I gave him the money for it, and I gave him a Bricks O'Brien minifigure.
Settle down, Brian. Nobody was accusing you of anything.
I'm just saying, because Enrico's gonna come back in here and be like, Brian's manipulating his fans to give him free stuff, and then I got a misprinted sticker, wrong color in the Central Perk set. Does that make the set more valuable? You could resell that for $5,000 and pay off your tuition to community college. Hang on to it.
Wow. Okay. Dave Ramsey has entered the chat.
I'm kidding. It's probably worth nothing. Probably.
Lots of beautiful tiles in this set.
Yeah, there are. Anthony says, calm down, Brian. They could take you off the air at any moment. Oh, I know. I don't take for granted any of these moments here.
I just realized what you did. Oh, man.
I was gonna say I'm waiting for the cane to grab me off stage. It's awesome.
Oh man.
I mean, rightfully so. Hey, have you watched those gaming streams? They can be kind of, you know.
Oh man,
They're fun.
Is this Fireside Fridays BTB edition? Is that that's the streams you do, right, Brian?
Yeah, those are the streams where something emotionally distressing happened during the week, and I need to vent about it to my audience.
Hey,
so we're not there yet. Yeah, no, my people love it, man. They love talking, like, especially during quarantine. It's like, so people just need to complain, and I like to complain, so that's what I do.
Well, it's already 1:40. Time when you build stuff on stream, it's amazing how fast the time goes. Like,
totally,
it's so crazy. Was I supposed to have this white piece left over?
You just ask Stuart.
I'm so bad at multitasking. I don't see anywhere included, so I think it's supposed to be left over at this point.
Shout out to this Ogel, where the chrome gold helmet piece is not scuffed or scraped. It is as shiny as a bald man's forehead. It is amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Brian complains like your Aunt Judy waiting in line at Costco. Absolutely, Jeff.
Thank you, Stuart. You said yes. Thank you. I appreciate.
I was joking. Just ask him. He's in the chat. I mean, who else would know better than him?
This is the only way I can actually get a set build, is if the designer is in the chat helping me out.
Right. That's like having the cheat codes right next to you. Let's see.
Did you own any other Alpha Team sets, Brian?
I got a little bit into the second wave of Alpha Team. It was like ice type stuff. Not in this wave. I ended up getting the submarine, and the submarine I never completed because it was, I guess, too difficult for me as a kid. So that's actually one I do want to get as well, but I haven't seen a price that I'm comfortable with spending on it. They have it used, but like, I don't know how well somebody on Bricklink can, package it, and like, I know people are mostly honest on there, but I'm like, you know what? I want to see if I can try to find it maybe sealed if I can, just to see if I can. If not, then I'll just get it eventually. But that's the only other one.
Yeah, I think I had one or two maybe growing up, but not a lot. That was never a theme we got real into, like me and my siblings.
Yeah. I mean, I think because I was a boy growing up, it's like, yeah, it's black and red and skulls. Go for it. So it worked out that way. And it's cool.
Somebody asked in the chat, are you excited for the Seinfeld set? So if people haven't checked it out, I believe we have a whole separate video we posted on our thoughts on the 3 ideas sets that were announced. Yes, so you should check that out to get the full breakdown. But Brian, I think, is excited.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to that and seeing what other builds I can make in there for houses, because I feel like Lego sets don't do a lot of full-on kitchen builds and living room builds. So like the idea sets have a lot of opportunity to make new micro builds, like for a refrigerator or a shelf with knickknacks on it and whatever. So it'll be cool to see.
Yeah.
Are there any Easter eggs in the duck set? That's a good question for Stuart in the chat. Are there any Easter eggs, or just kind of any fun behind the scenes things you can share?
You waiting for an Everybody Loves Raymond set? I mean, that's not out of the question. Nothing's out of the question on Lego Ideas, man. So wait, Kirk, do we know what you're working on?
Now I just finished organizing the stuff that was in that package, so I'm about to open up something.
Oh, I thought you were just sitting over there making TikToks.
Oh no! I don't have a TikTok account, and I don't plan on making one. Like at all. No.
You can get famous on TikTok. You can pull it off.
Yeah.
No.
Believe in yourself,
Yesterday I had the pleasure of cutting my own hair by myself.
Oh, yeah?
For the very first time. Yeah.
I wouldn't have known. It looks good.
Yeah, I gave myself a haircut yesterday.
So what are the logistics of that? I've always wondered when someone cuts their own hair, like, are you looking in a mirror or how does that work?
Well, I had to use the mirror that's in the bathroom, and then to get the back, I had to use another mirror in my hand to look in the mirror that's in back of me. It's confusing and very, very stressful. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous because the package was supposed to arrive for the stuff to cut my hair was supposed to arrive, I think yesterday was when it arrived. And then basically I was like, it was like the package that I was least looking forward to because I've never cut my hair by myself. And so I'm like, I didn't want to do it in the first place. But my mom was like, you have to do something with your hair now because you haven't gotten a haircut since the whole event has taken place.
Yep, and mom's the word. You gotta listen to mom.
And so it's just like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. So I had to order it. And then it came in yesterday. And you know what? I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it now and just get it out the way. And here I am now with that done. So, I mean, for my first time, I'd say it turned out.
As someone who's done it a couple of times, I can say it does look good. Like, and especially like you're making it all one level, so like you don't have to worry about a fade and like
I wasn't trying to do all of that before I ended up really messing. You guys probably would not have seen me on stream today if I messed.
The thing is, if you mess it up, then you just shave it all off. You'd look fine. Like, you know.
$1.99 super chat from Mr. Meme Robinson. I love Lego Star Wars. Thank you for the super chat.
Excellent.
Also, Stuart answered the question. Somebody asked earlier, are there any Easter eggs? He says there's some subtle ones. Jamie, who was the designer that worked on the set, included the blue shade bricks internally that his colleague hates, plus a few gold ones as he's on the Ninjago team. So some kind of references that Jamie was able to include in there.
You have like the cheat code to that set. You really do. Great.
Shout out to Jamie, newer American designer who hasn't been working in Bill in too long, but great guy. Looking forward to more sets that he is going to release in the future. This was, I believe, the first official set he worked on, actually, that's been released. So it'll be cool to see what else he can do in the future.
Cool. You know, I was looking in the set right now for a brick separator.
Mm-hmm.
There is none. Nope. That's when did brick separators come out? Like from the beginning?
They've been around a long time, but they didn't start including them in sets all the time.
Oh yeah. But did they have them like early on, like in the form they are? Or no, before it was a gray one, right?
Right. There was a green and gray were too old. I don't know the first year. That'd be an interesting thing for someone in the chat or someone to look up the first year that
one of these Lego nerds watching right now knows.
But I have some pretty old ones sitting around here. I'll run across every once in a while in the collection.
So I saw some, I think Mike covered it on the news. Is there a thick separator?
There is for the mosaic sets.
When did that happen?
For the mosaic sets. So it's a black brick separator with a 1x4 attachment to the end for you to pop up. Yeah. It's
absolutely amazing.
It is.
And if anybody calls it anything else other than a thick separator, you're saying it wrong and don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Oh, man.
I'm not wrong.
Shout out to Elizabeth in the chat. Hello from Indiana. Fellow Hoosier, thanks for joining us.
So according to fandom, it says that the gray brick separator was released in 1992. So I guess that was when they first started appearing.
Say that year again. Sorry.
1992.
1992. Okay, I would have thought they were older than that actually, but that's good to know. And did they do you know? Did they include them in sets back then, or were they separate?
Let's see.
It's definitely not in this set. I grabbed it because I'm applying stickers. That's my method to my madness there. So
I mean, I see an image right here of. Let's see if I can show it on screen. So like right there You can see that on a Lego system polybag.
Yeah.
Where that's included. So I think it was like in polybags, probably like other sets and stuff they started adding them into.
Epic Otter in the chat with the $5 super chat. It's actually me, Noah Snodgrass. I knew that. I have a job at Walmart now, and they were showing TikToks at orientation. It was cringe. Well, that means I need to get on the ball, and I need to start making the TikToks for the Walmart hiring crew. Thank you very much, Noah, for the $5 super chat.
Thank you. And that all goes to Brian's lunch fund. Remember, folks, so you help Brian stay on the stream and hopefully improve his internet as well while we're at it.
You know, hey, Xfinity actually makes it so I can convert Chipotle gift cards into real money. So the more super chats, the better there. Just like Jeff with the $5 super chat. The separator, the green, was mid-80s. I have one. Came in a big set. Can't remember, but it was 1987 for the green one, maybe 89. How about, Jeff, instead of you saying you can't remember something, how about you actually take the time and the research to articulate yourself better instead of going on a live stream where at least 15 people are watching and, quite frankly, embarrassing yourself, to me, most importantly. Thank you, Jeff.
Brian, I don't think you're doing a lot for the lunch fund right there with that.
Yeah. No, insulting Jeff is like what I take pride in. It's great. My second favorite moderator on my stream. So,
Chris Fazoom says he's personally offended that Beyond the Brick has a lack of space on display. I know. I'm sorry. Like, space isn't something I've gotten super into. I'm sorry.
That's for like the real old people. That's like,
Chris, I love your work. You know that. I've been a fan of your work like ever since I joined the Lego community. So I love seeing what you do. But for me, personally, space has never been a big thing to collect.
So I've actually wanted to get a classic space set for a while just to see what these people keep talking about. So what I was talking about earlier about shopping on the stream, that might be what I'm on the hunt for. Just saying. It might be. I might need that. I might need to enlist the help of the chat. So let me get through this bag here. We'll talk, chat. We'll talk.
I had forgotten as well, Brian, that they put like separate boxes within the box like that, like you showed earlier. So that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, they do it for the bigger sets now, but I'm surprised they did it for like this is like a $40 set when it came out or something. Like, it is not a big set at all.
Yeah, the big like Lamborghini, those types of sets they do it for now, I think.
Totally. Yeah. The Falcon, the Star Destroyer, all that.
Yeah,
totally.
The really massive stuff.
See, I was going to wait for an hour in before I just gave a bit of a look at what came in that package. But now I think I'm going to have to because my phone battery is like about to die soon.
Live your dream, Kirk. Whatever
so
makes
you
happy.
You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead.
Is this a live unboxing on Beyond the Brick?
Whoa.
Well, no, not unboxing. I already unboxed it. Unfortunately, I already did that. I had to get the video done. Here's the thing with it. The package arrived on a Sunday, which is weird because I wasn't expecting anything on a Sunday. And it also arrived 3 days earlier than it was supposed to, which made it even more weird because I was working on a video for minifigs.me, and then all of a sudden I get a knock at the door, and there's this box sitting at the door. And I'm like, that's not supposed to be here yet. So now I had to put a pause on that to go and record the video. But one of the things in here, I'm going to take the headset off real quick so I can grab it.
Shout out to the wonderful colors included in the internal part of this build here. So many cool different colors.
That's always good for telling like the direction of like where you're building and what you're doing. Like, I'm glad Lego does that instead of it just making it all black and leaving it up to you to figure out. Like,
right. I think I've even put it all together correctly so far.
Wow, that's a commendable effort in itself. Talking while doing the build, that's impeccable.
All right. So this
that's
right
a big boy.
It is. This was one of the things in the package. Someone had their Voltron, and they said that they didn't really care for the set and decided to send it over to me. So now I own the set.
Wait. Send it? Like, how much you pay for it?
Did I pay? I didn't pay anything for it. They had it in their.
Someone just gave it to you.
They just gave me their Voltron.
Wow,
that's
awesome.
And that's what I'm like still like amazed at, that they wanted to send that over to me.
Was it like a fan of your Instagram? Is it someone you know?
It's like someone I know, but also they watch a lot of the videos, and they were just like, I have this. Like, they called me this was like a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, okay, I have some stuff, and was wondering if you would be able to like put any use to it. So we started off where we were talking about CMF figures. They had, I think, all of the Wizard of Oz figures from the Lego Movie 2. And then they were like, you know what? I have some more stuff that's just kind of like sitting here that I don't need. I'm not putting any use to it. So just take a look at it, see which ones you want. And then eventually we got to talking about this guy. And he was just like, I don't really care for the show. And I don't really, like the set as much. So, you know what? I wouldn't mind putting it in the box. And so the box arrived yesterday and I put it together. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
I like it a lot. Like, I was surprised though at how big this thing is, because it's pretty big and it's pretty heavy as well. So I like it a lot. Eventually, I might take it apart to physically build it myself, because they already had it built and they just had to like kind of break it down a bit so that it would fit in the box. But eventually, I might take it apart myself and rebuild it.
No, that's awesome. Like that build, I haven't built it myself, but like that is a solid mech.
Yeah,
it's a very solid mech build.
It is. Like the whole structure and being able to like take it apart and everything and transform it back into the lines. Like, it's a really good set.
Yeah, and that stands toe to toe with like the Monkey King mech.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other ones too. Like they all look good in like a lineup, and reminds me a lot of Exo Force, which is another line that I haven't gotten a lot of things from. So that's going to be maybe a part of the shopping spree a little later.
Such an underrated line.
It really is. Like mechs in general, done on such a grand scale. I think there's a market for, and I think Lego has like inadvertently done this, but having one solid Gundam / mech come out a year that is like incredibly well detailed would be really a good seller, because it's just such a cool thing to build in Lego form. So they did that with the Monkey King mech. They did it with the Voltron there. So they're doing it. But Exo Force was such a cool line because of the bigger molds for like the rotating like turbines and things like that. So
yeah.
Let's see.
Somebody asked, Josh, do you have some Ninjago sets? So I do. Just outside here, you can't really see it. Just outside of frame on the background is the Ninjago City set, which might be my all-time favorite build experience of any set I've ever done. Just a fantastic model. So many different pieces, different details. There's nothing too repetitive in it. Just a super fun build to work on, and it looks great on display as well. So I've got that, and I've done some other Ninjago builds over the years, but that Ninjago City set is definitely a favorite for me.
Yeah, rightfully so. That set is awesome.
I've not gotten the docks, which was like the add-on to it, but that looked cool as well.
Yeah, I always told myself I wanted to get the city, the docks, and the boat at the same time. And if I can't buy them in one transaction, then I'm just not going to do it, because that's money. So I never ended up doing it. I ended up getting the boat, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll break my rule. And then eventually, like, the Ninjago City started retiring, and I'm like, man, I don't want to swing it right now. So I ended up trading with a friend for the boat. But
the Destiny's Bounty is like a really good set. Well, the one from Ninjago movie.
Yeah.
That like is very detailed.
Totally.
So is the city set isn't still for sale, right?
No, they're all gone.
Okay.
They are all gone. Airline asking Brian, what is your opinion on revamping old Lego monorails? I don't have an opinion on it, honestly. Like, I think that with the rail system they have for roller coasters and whatnot, I think that could make for like a cool monorail type build. But how would you motorize that specifically and make that work? I don't know. So it's kind of a odd spot. But I think that at some point they're going to redo one of each of the mainstays from like Lego. So they already did like the pirate set with Barracuda Bay. You know, I could see them doing a castle, a monorail, a classic space. Well, we kind of already got that with Benny's spaceship, but you know, that sort of vibe, I think.
I think I mentioned this when Jang was on as well, and I've probably said it other times, but I still have yet to be able to get into Lego trains. Like, everyone's talking about the new, is it like the crocodile, the brown.
Yeah.
Thing, that set does like nothing for me at all. I look at that and have zero interest in picking that up. And I don't know. I just can't. There's so many people who are so passionate about it, and that's like all they do is build trains, and they're really talented. But I just still cannot get into it.
And just so anybody knows, when you have this old set here, this guy, I believe, is inside of the fairground haunted house.
Yeah, the haunted.
Yeah, that's what kind of inspired me to like come back and see if like this was available for me to get. Was because I saw that in there, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So these are like the bombs that pop out of the plane, I think. So they're in the side compartment here. The translucent red, you got to love that too, right? So you toss that in there and drop out that way. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a cool little theme. One of the smaller, I guess, original Lego themes that Lego has done. But they ended up releasing a fair amount of sets from it.
Totally. So is the wooden duck out for everybody to purchase, Joshua?
It is available at the Lego house, yes. But unless you can make it to the Lego house,
which you kind of can't right now.
Possibly in a country where you can buy it online, which is fairly limited, then I don't think you can get a hold of it at the moment.
Okay.
Diego Campos with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Diego. Appreciate the support, homie.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream here. We'll probably be doing more building streams in the future. So if you like these, definitely let us know, because we've got lots of backlogs of sets. I've got lots of things I want to build here. And up to this point, these streams haven't had a lot of actual building happening on them. So we'll probably transition into doing a little more building as the streams go on here.
There's only so many famous people we can talk to before we run dry. So we're starting to actually build stuff now. And speaking of famous people, Doc Sampson in the chat. Hello, Doc. How we feeling? How we doing?
The most famous of famous people. Thanks for joining us, Doc.
So I don't know if you see it. Pop me on that big screen, Timmy. Let me show you real quick. Doc Sampson sent me some fan mail over here in my P.O. box. This is Doc Sampson, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Doc Sampson sending something in right there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful puppet right there.
Whoa. Did he do that himself?
I either he hired some child to do it or he did it himself. I don't know. Either is very likely. So I got it, and that's all that matters, and I cherish it for all my life. So thank you, Doc.
That's awesome.
And Stuart says this set is available only in the Lego house right now. So thanks, Stuart. So yeah, unless you can make it to the Lego house, then you aren't going to be able to pick this one up right now.
Josh, what do you think about the new Mario playset? You know, the one with digital screens and electronic play feature. I think, you asked Joshua that question, but I think for me, I actually love them very much. And I'm excited to see people get their hands on it and what they want to see out of the line, because Lego Super Mario is obviously a very different building system than what people initially wanted from it, but it's still got something to it, and having that be a thing is something you just got to give a shot to. So I really like it, and to me, I've seen this as it being the 2D Mario of the Lego Mario line. So who's to say they couldn't do more traditional based sets on the 3D Mario games down the line with minifigures? Who knows? But as it is right now, it's good. It's excellent.
Do you think Lego should get more digital, like in the Super Mario set? I guess you mean like Lego in general, not just Lego Mario. I don't necessarily think they should never like force themselves to go digital just for the sake of being digital, because I think that's tempting to do, because they think, oh, well, kids are into video games or whatever, so we've got to incorporate that. But the Mario set, I think it made a lot of sense, and it's really actually super fun to play with. That's my thought.
Beyond the Brick needs to sponsor another coin challenge when the sets are released. Brian needs a chance to challenge Nick again. Ooh, I think so. I got to re-challenge Brick and Nick. And no imposters around this front, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, anybody that you may think is a notable, famous content creator and all that, they'll always have a check mark next to their name. So be weird out there. So that's why, like on Twitter, there's verified. Beyond the Brick has a check mark. So if you happen to see Beyond the Brick in your YouTube stream and it doesn't have a check mark, that means it's fake news. All right. You know. I don't have one.
We just got verified on well, we've been verified on YouTube for a while. I think we just got verified on Instagram.
I saw that. Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks. I guess I never, why I'm not on Instagram, so that would be why. I guess I've never thought of that as like a big deal, but a lot of people were telling us, oh, well, you should get verified now when we passed 100,000 followers. So we did it and it happened. So I'm glad. Shout out to everyone who suggested that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing to have, a thing to do, you know?
Yeah. I think we should be verified on Facebook soon as well. I think that's in the works, which we've got a much bigger following over there, so that makes more sense.
Brian, your channel doesn't have a check mark. Are you fake? Yes, I am an imposter, and it's all a ruse, Noah. That's all it is.
Lucian asked, what is your favorite Lego theme, Joshua? I will direct you to our 40-minute long Lego Western video that Kevin Hinkle and I made. That's on the channel, so you can watch that and you will figure out by the end of that video what my favorite Lego theme is. So go check that video out. If you search like Western on the channel, you can find it. Should be able. John, if he's available, we'll put a link to it in the chat as well. JK IRL says, not impressed that Joshua only bothered to build the Fire Nation ship set from Avatar because he found out it's worth money. That's 100% why I put it back together. I have no emotional attachment to that set in any way. I found out it was worth $400, and I was like, I'm not going to keep these pieces scattered around in the collection.
Hey, listen, for anybody out there that's like, you know, like the only reason you're building it is because of that, you can't knock the hustle, ladies and gentlemen. You can't knock it. And you know what? If Joshua ends up parting ways with that for whatever reason he deems fit, that means more resources go into Beyond the Brick to get you guys more content. So it's not like, you know, they're Scrooge McDuck in the money, because I would certainly hope they would share if they were. So just be aware of things like that, you know?
Right. It also frees up space, and space is very limited. So freeing up space is nice because then I can build other sets and put them on display and do cool stuff. So there's a number of reasons to do it.
Like, for example, I have Apocalypseburg just in like a box, and the box is kind of dented up. So like I probably, if I did sell it, it'd be probably without the box just because. But like now that it retired, everyone's like, whoa, this is, you know, now I want it. And it's going for like $500 now, which is kind of crazy. So, you know, if I don't feel like being emotionally attached to that and I get rid of it and then I buy something else in its place, you know, or do something else. Like there's always a circle of life when it comes to Lego eventually. And I've realized that as I've gotten into like my mid-20s and been like, all right, do I actually want to hold on to this stuff literally forever? Or like, you know, do I want to lug it place to place and whatever? So it's a whole big thing.
What's going to happen is I'll sell the set and then finally get around to watching the show like you guys have been telling me to do forever and then regret selling it.
No, but that set isn't like, it's very gray. It's very, it's not as notable of a thing from the show. Like if they made Appa and then you sold it, then I'd be like, yeah, don't do that. That's a bad choice. But that set, like, no, even the Air Temple, the other one, it's not like the Air Temple is obviously important, but Appa is the thing they should have made one set on, called it there. That's it. But
it's not a stream without a little Avatar discussion.
Absolutely. You know, I was advocating for Lego Mario for months. Now I got to put that into the universe. Who knows?
I haven't gotten around to watching Avatar because now that Hamilton is on Disney Plus, that's taking up all my time.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. My friends were obsessed with the music when it released when I was just graduating high school. And I know it's good. I just haven't had the second to dedicate to it.
It was wonderful. It was the nice thing about watching it. So I've seen it twice, like on stage. And the nice thing about watching the recording is they're so close up, you can see like facial expressions a lot easier.
Yeah.
And like the front rows on like an actual stage production, then it's harder to pick up on a lot of those like facial cues and stuff. So
totally,
that's the nice thing about the recording.
Yeah, especially now with Broadway not being a thing until next year, and why wouldn't every play or production be made into some form for you to watch after the fact? Like, it just, I don't know, it makes sense. Like when its original run is done and like no one's going to see it in that form ever again, it's like, yeah, now you can monetize the bejeebers out of it. Toss it on Disney Plus and get people watching.
I'm not sure why it went to Disney Plus. I haven't heard.
I feel like it's because Lin-Manuel Miranda has very close ties with Disney from like making the Moana, yes, it's Moana soundtrack, Coco.
Oh, that clip, Kirk, I love you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I know it's Moana, so I feel like Lin-Manuel was in cahoots, and he's like, yeah, I'll give it to you for a boatload of money, and then there you go.
Oh, that does make sense.
Yeah. How many subs does Bricks O'Brien have? I actually thought about getting a chicken parmesan sub afterward, but the place that I usually go to get my Italian food is actually closed today, unfortunately. So I'll let you know how many subs I get after this.
Look, keep an eye on his Instagram for photos.
Yes, I actually posted me getting Popeyes. That was pretty good. My chat demanded I tell them about that. So
I think I saw that, and it made me want to go get some Popeyes.
You know what? And they're not sponsoring me, so let's get a sponsorship, Popeyes. Let's go. We got Arby's. Bring them all on board. Let's go. Here's a plane right. Let me just show this real quick. There's a plane right there. This looks like a boy plane. Like, yeah, red and gray and black. Like. It's quintessential guy Lego right there.
Right. I could see my 3-year-old nephew like really getting into that.
Yeah, totally. Cool. And it's like that old dark gray right there. It's beautiful. What did Joseph Sawada say? I'm sorry, before I went into that tangent there. I really like your video showing that Lego Guys collection. I'd love to see more videos in builders' spaces.
Yeah, that collection was insane. It was. We actually found him. Shout out to Brickset, who has been doing that series of like share your collection photos and posts. Some cool stuff over there. So we saw some photos from him and we're like, this is so insane. We got to get a video. And then that guy was very generous to take the time to record that video for us to post on the channel. So yeah, that was really cool. And that one of the craziest, my favorite part of that is definitely the way, for anyone who has seen that video, the way he hung all the builds from the ceiling. So like literally any ship or flying thing that Lego's made, he had hung from the ceiling. That was really cool.
All right.
Oh, God. So Kevin said he loves that movie Moana about the little boy visiting the land of the dead. Classic. Oh,
he's going with the bit, Kirk. He's going with the bit. I think it might be time to spend some money, which is always a great sentence to lead with, isn't it?
Yes. We need that more often on streams.
Yeah. So I want to get, because if we're going to be doing more of these streams, right? And shout out to Beyond the Brick with the Chipotle money, etc. I feel like I need some new hotness. So the things that I've wanted to get are Exoforce and maybe some classic space things.
Okay.
So if anybody has any suggestions you want to toss out here, this is literally an open casting call for anything that I would look up to potentially buy while this is going on. Because listen, we got time to kill. So anything that you want to suggest, go for it. And yeah. Let's see.
What should Brian pick up?
What?
What should Brian pick up? That's your goal.
So Milan says right here, Brian, if you want hotness, you should buy Thok and Laval. That is actually on the list. So Thok, I've been looking at prices. I wish I could show it on screen without it getting. Actually, I could maybe. No, let me see. Maybe I can share screen. Give me a second here. I feel like I need to find the right thing to get Laval from. I know there's a Dimensions pack, but I think that there's like. Because so I don't know if you know like the meme, Joshua. So there's 3 memes that have kind of spawned out of the gaming streams. It's the BTBI, which is the Lego Racers car. There's Thok, which is the white Bionicle Paraka that I just ran with because his name is Falk. And then Laval, because every time in the game, like you hit an attack with Laval, he's like, batter up, batter up.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah. So I need to get Falk and Laval. So, and just that name together, like Falk and Laval, like it just sounds great. You know? Like I got to get those two. So that's what I'm looking for here. So that's my afternoon. I could be doing anything else right now, ladies and gentlemen. So
nothing better than this, though.
No, not at all. All right, so I can't get it like up on here, but looking. So, is it important with all of you here? Like, do I get the canister with Falk? Is that something to strive for, or just get it used? You know,
I think the canister is cool, though. I feel like you need that with that build.
You should buy the thick brick separator. Oh, I'm getting a lot of the thickness. Don't you worry. Eventually, I don't think they're widely available right now.
Oh man.
Let's see. Brian, I have him. I'll give him to you. Eli, I don't know where that Falk has been. I'm gonna just buy my own Falk and see what happens here. So, Falk goes for the one is sealed is $65 from Denmark. Don't want to do that. I'm all set with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. 100% complete with the canister from the Netherlands. Ooh, and the light brick works. Ooh. Okay. A lot of these listings do not have the balls that go with them. So that's kind of disappointing. The lack of balls is not good. So I got to get those. I know it's Chima, but he said, what Laval? Doc Sampson, so Falk is the Paraka. That is from Bionicle. So Falk and Laval. And when I say it quickly, it sounds like Falk and Laval. So this is a family. I don't know why you guys are laughing for. This is, I'm a professional. Okay, listen. I'm not saying anything. Thickness and hotness coming soon to the family-friendly Beyond the Brick channel. We got the thick separator. We have Falk and Laval.
Wow.
Great. I am diminishing the value of this channel by the second.
You are, man.
Timmy, when are you going to cut me off again? Get me out of here. I don't deserve to be.
I thought we'd done enough of these. You had learned, how to compose yourself on camera.
No, absolutely not. Not even a chance. So when I'm buying sets on Bricklink, I usually look for other things that the seller is selling if I want to toss it in there. I don't know. Do you use Bricklink often? There's the boy. Fuck.
That's such a cool looking pose too. Look at that.
That's a lot cooler than it looks like in real life. I'll tell you that much. But like,
makes sense.
That might be the render from the game. Actually, that might be close. Huh?
Probably.
So yeah, it's the white Paraka. That's what I'm searching for, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Alyssa says BTB is about to be demonetized. Brian, what are you going to do to us here?
I will do whatever it takes to, bring the quality bar way down. Whatever it takes.
Don't make us bring in Andreas to get the stream back on track.
Where is he? No, really. Like the one time we need him to just spout nonsense stories, and he's not here. Where is he? Come on, if you woke up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night and you saw that peering out of your closet, you're telling me you wouldn't wet yourself. Look at that. Look at that. I'd be petrified. The mouth glows in the dark. The eyes light up. Come on now. Don't mess with Falk.
Andreas is probably doing something dumb, like spending time with his children.
Children? Who needs them? Come on. Who needs children when you have Lego? Seriously. Give me a break.
What size are you looking on for the Falk, Brian?
So I looked on eBay, and some guy is like, well, I want like $900. Like, well, all right. No one wants Falk that much. So I'm looking on Bricklink.
Okay.
This guy has it used complete 100% working light for $28. And I'm like, all right,
that's doable.
It's doable.
We will send you some extra lunch money to help get Falk.
If you want to, that will be a permanent fixture of the background. Let me make that very clear. Like, look, this guy is the essence of angst and cool in 2005. That is it right there. Now we have Falk at home. Falk at home. Yep. Let's see. Makes sense why the theme was canceled. I mean, I don't know why the theme was canceled there. I was only listening, not watching, and I thought Brian was joking about waking up in a cold sweat from seeing Andreas in your closet. About seeing fuck in my closet. Andreas. I'd be like, Andreas, what are you doing here? Like, Brian, I was just in your closet, and I could have swore that I ended up in here for some reason. I'm so good to see you. I hope you're doing well over in the U.S. So good to see you, Joshua. Kirk, we haven't talked that much. I'm so happy to see you too. Now, let me tell you this random story about me walking around New York City. I miss New York so much. I can't wait until we're back in New York City. I miss it so much. I miss it so much.
He's never going to talk to you again after that.
That's fine. You know what? Nobody talks to me anyways. It's okay. It's
fine. Man. Oh,
admit, that was a pretty good Andreas impression. That was pretty good.
That was good. That was great. The New York thing is what made it. Yeah, that's what made it.
New York City. He always talks about New York.
I have woken up and seen Andreas in my closet on various hotel rooms we've shared.
Man, what a legend. Absolutely. Oh, all right. What was I looking at? I was looking at Fox.
Oh, man.
What else we got here? A lot of old Star Wars. So how do you... I'd love to hear this from the chat, too. I feel like when a new Star Wars set version gets released, like, let's say the Clone Turbo Tank, do you feel like the new version of a set makes the old version that's nearly identical obsolete, or is there still appeal with the older versions of some of these sets? If either of you have any suggestions, or you want to just zone out and do whatever, that's fine.
No. Okay, repeat the question again.
It's you know what? I think you're on like a glorified podcast right now, and you're just zoning anyways.
No, okay, wait. Repeat the question again, because I was busy looking for Thok on Bricklink to see what deals were there, but
we don't need multiple people looking for Thok. Thok is not hard to come by. There's only like a half a page of listings.
Oh, okay.
There's so many listings for Thok, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I wish you would have told me that, Brian, before I started doing it.
You took it upon yourself, Kirk.
I'm kidding.
Jeez.
Oh, man. All right, so what's the question now?
So, like, do you feel like an old Star Wars set coming out, like the Clone Turbo Tank I'm looking at right here, that the newer version of the Clone Turbo Tank makes that one obsolete, or is there still enough appeal to want to warrant getting the old one, because the old one just has older building techniques and outdated figures? Is there still appeal for the older stuff?
I feel like there still is that appeal there for the older stuff, probably more so in terms of collecting, more so. And just, I guess, wanting to have that bit of nostalgia. I get maybe even for the people that used to probably own the set, maybe it's been disassembled, they've lost parts over time, so they're going to want to still get it to probably add back to their So I feel like that's the main area where the appeal comes from, more so than, because I think like if Lego was to, when Lego remakes set and improves it, people are going to want that set more, most likely, than the original. I'm trying to think like what would be the best example, because I was gonna say the Burrow set, but the Burrow set still seems like somewhat identical to the original. But I think normally, like I said, it's just like which one is better is probably what's gonna appeal most to people, except for the people that are basing it off of nostalgia and collecting.
Right. Like, do you think people would still spend $500 to get the old Burrow?
Yeah, probably not. Most likely,
right?
Except for those hardcore collectors. Like, if anything, people would rather just buy the new one instead.
Yeah, and especially if the minifigures are similar to.
Yeah.
You know, if the minifigs are different, like if there was an exclusive figure in the older set, yeah, go for it. But
then someone would.
I'm pretty sure with like the Burrow as just an example that like there's not any difference between the figures are all the same, maybe they're just updated, so there's literally no reason to go back and like, so look up how much the Burrow is going for on Bricklink, the old one. That I know that's
Burrow.
don't understand why, but
let's see. Give it a second. All right, which one is this? The newer one is called the Burrow. Wait, is the newer one called the Burrow, or was that the older one?
I think they're both very similar, actually, name-wise. And yeah, Chrissy, I was reading off exactly what you said. That's what I was going with there. I just didn't credit you. I'm sorry. That was Chrissy's.
2010. Okay, this is the original. So 2010. Let's see. Condition. Let's see. New. Well, no. Let's see. Used first. And complete. That is, if you're getting it from the US, if you want it used and complete, there's no instructions or box, but it's $104.95.
Like that's just way too much, man.
Yeah. And then if you want it new, not used, sealed, complete, then it's $245.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And the highest that I'm seeing it go for, it's even going up to like $400 in the US.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the only difference with that set, from what I'm seeing, is it has like this smaller build for the field, and then another build. I'm not sure what that is. It's some sort of like box looking thing. But that's
for like normal people. There's no desire to go back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
So how many bags are in that duck, Josh?
There are 6. I just opened the 5th one, and here's what I've got so far.
Cool.
Very, very nice. Got a working duck.
Very
nice.
How many pieces is it again?
I don't know. It does not have the piece count.
European.
Yep. So I don't. I'm assuming we could look that up on Brickset or something like that.
What's the set number?
40501.
40501. It is. Let's see.
Let me just say, side tangent real quick. These new Harry Potter sets that have come out in the past like 3 years are like knocked out of the park. Amazing.
Oh yeah,
so good. Ooh.
So it's not.
Go
it's
ahead.
Not telling me how many pieces.
Oh, Stuart said 621 in chat. I don't know why we bothered looking anything up. We've got Stuart.
That's him, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah, there it is too. Let's see. Does the mouth open when it rolls? I'm pretty sure it does, right, Josh? You haven't built it yet. But
I have not built that part yet, but I believe that is the case. Yeah,
presumably. The glitter Patronus molds. They're stellar.
So, Brian, what you're saying is we need to get some Harry Potter designers on the stream at some point.
If you do, that would be cool. And like, I've loved that the way that they've connected, and it's all cohesive. They all have the same like level of detail, and they all like the main buildings connect, and it looks like before it was like partially diorama, but like there wasn't like a closed off facade. It was like weird how some of them were. So you never had like one really good looking lineup, but now you do. And that's partially because the movies are done and they can just make it all cohesive, which is why I love this Harry Potter line specifically. So, I mean, yeah, if you did, that'd be killer. I mean, I talked to Justin. He did the castle. So I talked to him a little bit about it.
Stuart just said, is the beak on properly? And so I'm just looking at the box. I think I did do something weird. I knew something would go wrong here. I think something's a little off.
Wait to fail the designer.
Adjustments here.
Jeez. That was his polite way of saying, Joshua, you messed up.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I told him he needs to point that out in the stream. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. The Harry Potter designers need to be on Beyond the Bricks sometime. That's your homework, Timmy. Make some emails, make a couple calls. You have more leeway than I do. And at FDN, Joshua got this set from being a part of a press event. So you need to actually go to the Lego house in order to get it. You're probably going to pay an arm and a leg if someone tried to toss it online somewhere, but yeah, because I feel like the mouth went way too open.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I felt like something was wrong. I was like, man, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I knew it's not a live stream build without me messing up several different times.
Yeah, somebody's gonna mess up at some point.
Yeah.
David asking, I've always loved Harry Potter and thinking of getting a set, but they're so expensive. Any recommendations for a beginner builder? You should start with whatever your favorite movie is, or a favorite book or favorite scene. It's gotten to the point with Lego Harry Potter that there's enough from each of the first 6 or 7 movies that you can 5 that you can draw from. So you have a lot of options there, whatever you want to do. I would say a good set to start with in terms of the buildings is the Grand Hall, because you get so many minifigures, and obviously the Grand Hall is great. In terms of it being just a cool set, I love the Patronus, the Encounter in the Forest. It has the translucent blue with glitter stag with the Dementors and everything. That's great. This is Lego Harry Potter we're talking about here. And of the new stuff, the Hedwig is really cool. That is an excellent one-off set. That is a great display piece. The wings move and everything. It's stellar. Pick one with your favorite minifigures. Exactly. So my favorite minifigure, my favorite character is Lupin. So I was very happy to see that Wave 1, Hogwarts Express, Lupin was in there. Then we got Sirius Black and all that. So, yeah. I've seen the Hedwig. The full castle is like 400. So the thing is, David, what I've told people is if you're like moderately into Lego, you don't want to spend a fortune, or it depends on what you want to collect. So would you rather go full minifigure, based and get all of the castle type sets to all connect together, or get the $400 Hogwarts castle and call it a day? That is your one go-to Harry Potter set. That set in itself, expensive. The build is always unique, is always fun. It's not repetitive. I was never bored through that. And I hate repetitive Lego builds because I just want to do something different every time. And I was never bored with that set. So there's always something different you're doing. So if you saved your pennies for that, that's a great display piece right there. Totally.
Dropping knowledge here. Thanks for the input, Brian.
I have thought about this extensively because I have this Hogwarts castle. I'm looking at it right now on the shelf, and I've been meaning for the longest time to get lights for it. But then I know, like, if I get them, then they're going to be A, expensive, B, I'd have to take apart a lot of stuff probably to get them working, and then I'd probably want to toss it in my background here. So maybe I'll swap it with Barracuda Bay or something eventually, but. How much would that wooden duck cost? I think in Denmark, I don't know. Any guess, Joshua?
I believe earlier someone pointed out, I think it was $90.
Gotcha. Okay.
Roughly $90, I believe.
On Bricklink, I'm seeing someone has it new, 8 copies of it. Denmark. 168.51 US.
That's a little pricey.
Yeah,
those are the resellers.
And the Lego house is not open. Is it open now?
I think so.
Limited, probably limited capacity and all that.
Stuart says 5.99 Danish kroner.
Gotcha.
I'm glad Stuart's here to just correct all of our mistakes.
That's great. Who better to correct than him? I'd rather it be him than someone random on Facebook just being like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
This build's looking good so far.
Yeah, I love the color scheme, and I feel like them making a set out of that is just perfect. Like, that's one of the original Lego toys. That is like the perfect, like, you're leaving the Lego house and you want to have a novelty set that exemplifies your experience at the house. That's perfect.
I mean, honestly, I think all of the house exclusive sets are fantastic. They all look really amazing.
Totally. Yeah, there's something different to each of them. In terms of the history of Lego, though, that one I would say is the best one, other than maybe the treehouse. But that one that you're building now is more interactive, and I don't know. It's like to scale, I'm sure, with the actual model as well. So
there's the wing.
Yeah. And even if you gave that to someone that isn't a big Lego person, like that's a cool looking like mallard to put on a shelf or something.
So a duck enthusiast will also be in on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the Birds Ideas set.
Right. I like the dinosaurs. Yeah, the dinosaurs are my favorite. That's why when E-Logger in the chat went to the Lego house, I was like, dude, if you actually go, because I didn't believe he was going for months. He's like, well, he kept saying in my chat, like, oh, Brian, I'm going to Denmark. I'm like, yeah, sure you are. And then I'm like, if you go, pick this up for me. I'll give you the money and I'll make it worth your while. He's like, all right. And then he showed up at PAX East with the set. I'm like, all right, there's a Venmo your dad. We're good. Cool. So shout out to him. And I know you're not a liar, Eli. But you say a lot of things, man. We all say a lot of things. You think I trust Vision Bricks? Absolutely not.
Oh wow.
Not a chance.
Wow. That hurts. That really hurts, Brian.
It should. Let's look up some Exoforce here. See what's cracking with this. A shopping spree here. We were talking about Exoforce before in terms of mechs, things like that. When are we going on that vacation you promised us? Oh yeah, that's my narrative for the Hanlon brothers is not only to get them to come up to Boston with whoever else, is to also have them pay for a chat vacation trip to Disney and pay for everything. So don't tell them what they're paying for.
I didn't realize we were putting that together.
We're not. So Jeff is kind of orchestrating something, maybe. So maybe talk to him. But yeah, I want to go on like an international tour next year. Who knows if that'll actually end up happening? But like, I want to go like everywhere. Now that we've been able to go nowhere for the past year.
That's why I was happy I got my international tour in last year.
Right. Yeah. Right. Totally.
We still got to feed the what is it on Madagascar, Brian?
The lemurs, yes.
The lemurs, yes. That's
lemurs.
Next year's international tour.
Yep, exactly. That's it. This guy is selling an Exoforce set, the Fire Vulture, for $40 sealed. Wow. That is not bad.
There were so many great, a lot of the sets weren't real big from that theme, but so many solid and lower price point sets that were really cool.
Yeah, this set is 200 something pieces, I think. It's got like a big giant turbine in the back and then like a hose that connects. It's like a flamethrower thing. It's cool looking, you know? I always base my sets off of what I want, if it's cool looking or not. If it's not cool, then I don't want it. Very picky.
I just realized I have actually this one of the smaller sets, slightly ripped front instructions, complete set, and I have multiple copies of it. So if you want, I will send that to you to kickstart your Exoforce.
I bought a ton of pre-owned Exoforce stuff from Philly Brickfest 2018 and 19, and I still haven't touched it. So
okay.
But it's different if it's in a box in my office. I have it like off-site storage. So like, yeah. And they're all, not with the instructions and whatever. What are your guys' favorite Lego sets? I'm obligated to say Lego Super Mario everything. So, yeah. Which my other Mario did come in, Joshua. That is here.
Oh, they got it? Oh, nice.
So it was opened and the Mario was tested, but I actually got Lego was kind enough to send over like another starter kit, so I have like another thing to work with. So I don't know what else. If you guys, we can obviously talk off stream, but keep that spicy content coming for Lego Super Mario. But I also if there's anything to do, but I have a working Mario. It's good. That isn't yours.
That is good. No, we'll definitely have more content, so we will chat more. Yeah, chat more later.
Do I start this bag box 2 or what do you how you feeling, Joshua?
I have one, just number 6 left, and that's it on mine. So cool. I won't be too long for me.
Cool.
But feel free to launch into another step if you'd like.
Sure. Why not? What is the rarest set you own? Asks Joshua. The rarest set? I mean, technically it'd be the dinosaurs, right? That's technically rare.
Yeah. Unless you have some like really old, I don't know, for me something like maybe the Yellow Castle or some old, I do have some of those older like space, like classic space sets or something.
David's like, y'all should not worry about pushing out more content. Y'all are content powerhouse, IMO. That's the Hanlons right there. Those guys, y'all know how to like pace yourselves and keep the ship afloat. So
thank you. Yeah, shout out to John behind the scenes who really keeps all that stuff going. The real
shout out to John who does all the work.
Basically. So yeah, it's been good. I think over the years we've really found like a good flow with it and figured out how to keep things pumped out on a regular basis.
That's good. That's a part of that, not burning out and keeping things delegated properly. It's good. Hey, Brian, do you like Taco Bell at all? Chrissy, every live stream divulges into Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then fast food. So have we reached that point of the stream yet, chat?
We are almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, no, we're there. So Taco Bell, what happened? You know what actually happens, Chrissy? Is that people, there's a wooden duck that's printed. Wait, why is okay, Stuart, why don't you answer this question? Why is the W and the D not capitalized? Is there a reason for that? There must be some.
2 of them. Not 1, but 2.
Oh, spicy. Ooh. Real quick, Kevin Hinkle says, and again, major props to John for trolling Brian with the Dunkin' Donuts gift card from Timmy O'Hanlon, legend.
Oh, man, that was so funny.
That was a great email I sent your brother. I'm like, hey, you are a awesome human being. That's what I said in the email. That's exactly what I said. And that was good. Made a Lego Ideas Taco. So Taco Bell ends up being you know what? It's 10:30 at night, and I hate myself just enough. Well, let's go. And it's good. It hurts the soul. It helps the soul. So
yeah, Taco Bell as well. I don't go there often, but it is nice to hit up occasionally. Sometimes I'm just driving around and it's like Taco Bell sounds good. But yeah, it's in moderation for sure with Taco Bell.
You're just driving along your day. You're like, you know what? I want Taco Bell right now. There it is. Mostly
the Baja Blast. That's like the main reason. That's honestly just where it's at, man. It's so good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Brian, is a Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean rare? That is definitely rare. That is a oddly sought after one. I don't understand the appeal, but people love that one. Again, the translucent red in this set is just like stellar. It's great. I used to go to Taco Bell every Tuesday for a while. There you go, Golden Light. Taco Tuesday, baby.
Well, how's the taco scene in Boston, Brian?
Subpar. It's, there's a reason why I get Chipotle as my, Mexican food of choice, which is not, it's American, Mexican, whatever. We specialize in like Italian food, seafood, but we are nowhere near anywhere close to a good Mexican or, a lot of Spanish culture food. It's just the area. So like, obviously you get closer to Texas, you're going to find a lot more, authentic and, faithful renditions of that stuff. But like Chipotle does it up here. People are like, oh, Chipotle. That's it. But like you wouldn't catch me like what is Italian fast food? Is there Italian fast food or like fast casual?
There's a chain called Fazoli's. Do you have that near you?
Stop. What? No way. Even just hearing that name, I'm like, what?
It's what I would call like Italian fast food.
Sure. Okay. I guess like, there's Stuart from the Lego House. Stuart, how you doing?
Hello,
Stuart. Hey.
Hey. This is part of the customer service for helping new builders.
There we go. We're just talking about fast food. Well, welcome. Hello.
Thank you for putting up with my struggles in the chat.
How's it going? You're on the wheels now, then, are you?
Yes, I just finished the wheels actually.
Fantastic. So you're just doing the base now?
Yes. Yep. So I'll just be launching into the base here. I gotta do the string portion here real quick.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, great work. You and Jamie did fantastic here. So thanks for all the work you put into this set.
No, thank you. Thank you for building it and showing off to everybody. It was a fantastic project to work on. I mean, such an important Lego icon. It was really, really cool to be part of it.
I was present at the little press conference thing with the slight technical difficulties that had to address a number of months.
That was poor Jamie, because I got through my part and then we lost his halfway through and he had to start again. So yeah. Oh well. That's the joys of technology.
Yep. We haven't experienced that on this stream at all, have we, Brian?
Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is a smooth running show all the just
Nothing. Yeah, I like the vintage look you had going with the vintage set you were building. So that was great. Yeah.
Just doing what we can.
Yeah.
So it's good to chat with you again. I should mention, for people who haven't seen our full stream with Stuart, you should check that out from one of our earlier episodes of the quarantine cast. But it's now that you're back on, we can check in with you again because the Lego house is open now, right?
It is, yes. I mean, it's fantastic to have the guests back in the house. I mean, it's really lacked that atmosphere, and I think the dinosaurs in the Lego house were getting a little fed up with me. So I think they're happy that they have a few real people in there. So yeah, it's very cool, and we're really, really happy, and it's working very well. And yeah, everybody seems to be pretty happy with the way we've set it up for these sort of current COVID-19 conditions. So yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, that's good, because I feel like people might be a bit hesitant or stressed if they're going into a big indoor enclosure. So I'm glad that, making people feel comfortable. That's the most important thing for anybody, especially Lego, with all the guest experiences that you guys do. Like, that's super important.
Yeah, I know we've taken a lot of precautions and really tried to make it as safe as possible. So and I think everybody appreciates that. So they're having a good time and building, and it's really good. So I'm very happy.
Have any idea like how many pallets of hand sanitizer they got for like different stanchions and whatnot?
That you can't go too far without bumping into a hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
They are absolutely everywhere. So
that's good.
So the real question is, have you made any more viral memes since we last chatted?
Well, I don't know. Until you share something, then it won't go viral, will it? So
so you're blaming us.
Instagram. You kicked it off, so you take credit for that. Yeah.
We need to share more of your memes then. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. In a very unsubtle way that I was asking there.
So,
but it's good to be back. I'm very. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's spaced up. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love that.
Although somebody pointed out I needed the yellow and black kind of little warning chevron-y thing on there, so I might have to adjust that and put that on there.
Is that the only other alternate like themed model you made?
Yeah, that was the only alternate one. I'd love to see someone do some superhero ducks, though. That'd be pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there you can see, as to misquote Qui-Gon Jinn, there's always a bigger duck.
Exactly. So what I asked earlier, you might have missed it. On the printed tile, it says the wooden duck, but the W and the D are not capitalized. Is that an intentional thing that happened, or why?
Can't hear you. La 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 la. Can't hear you. No, it was. I don't know. It's a simple answer. I wasn't part of the only print that I approved was the eye.
There you go.
So I don't know. That was somebody else who worked on that. So I can absolve myself of answering that question.
Gotcha.
Which is your favorite answer to every question?
Yes. Sorry, that's completely confidential. I couldn't possibly tell you.
Well, London Bridge Bricks suggests a bat duck for a custom design.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool, especially with a cape or something, and yeah, Duck Vader or something as well. Maybe an Iron Duck.
There you go, the complete Marvel and DC lineup.
Yes.
No shortage of ducks in a row for you to have.
Thank you for that, Brian.
You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Just contributing where I can.
Yes.
Stuart, we had a question in chat about your background there, and I think you answered this when you last came on, but for new people just checking in, talk to us about that real quick.
It's the tidiest part of my house, so that's why I put this up there. No, it's because I'm in Denmark. I'm living in Denmark, and I've been living here since 2008. And it's so it was just a little symbol from home, because originally I'm from the UK. So it's a big sort of greeble Union Jack, Union flag, and so yeah, it's just it was a sort of one of the few builds I have around the house. I don't have too many around here, just the sets that I've designed and this big flag.
Nice.
So you're nearly done by the looks of it.
Yes, very close. I'm actually impressed with. I feel like I got this build done in a relatively decent amount of time for how long builds usually take me. Basically, I guess 2 hours here. So while talking and chatting, I don't know.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
The build time
should be a sort of 2 hour build.
Especially with like factoring in talking to people and everything, like it just brings the build process to a crawl sometimes.
Yeah. And I'm sure you felt under pressure with the designer watching you, looking at
yeah, it was so intense. I've been sweating the whole time here.
You did great.
So I know I mentioned I think you were in the chat when I mentioned earlier, there are some sets available online, right, from the Lego House exclusives, or is that not happening?
That they were while the house was shut.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's not.
No. So now that the house is open, then we've gone back to selling in the physical Lego House store. That was only a temporary stopgap thing, because obviously it was just impossible for anybody to get hold of the stuff. So.
Gotcha. Here we go. The completed model with the stand.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic. I didn't know I was going to be on tonight. Otherwise, I would have brought the prototypes to show you as well. But I don't have them there. I only have my duck here as well, though. So yeah, there it is. Okay. So.
There you go. Yours is probably actually built properly.
No, I just.
Let's see if I can demonstrate the.
You're quacking. I don't know how smooth that surface is. Maybe it should work.
Oh no! Well, let's see. I can turn the wheels. There we go.
Just push it along.
No, if I push down, there we go.
There we go. Yes.
Look at that. Playability and everything. Your own little duck to pull. Here's the string.
Yeah.
Just about pulled it right off the table. Yeah, and then the display stand is great too. So that way, when it's not, when you aren't using it, it still looks nice.
Yeah, and it gives the where it's from and all that.
So what's your favorite? Some of your favorite pieces in the build in terms of the different ones they're able to include? Because there's some good colors. There's some good pieces in here.
Yeah, I mean, we tried out lots of different. Because we've been doing the ducks for many, many years. I think it even says on the box, I think it's 1935 to 1960. The sort of wood toys were in production. There were various ducks along the way. So we tried a few different combinations, color combinations, but this is the iconic combination, this sort of dark red and green and the blue base, because, that's the one that we use on all our communication. It's also, I mean, what's also very important is that is actually the duck that we have in the Lego House History Collection is this version as well. So this new series is all about making that link between the Lego House and the Lego Group and the heritage and the history of the Lego Group. So this is the first of a new line.
That is very exciting. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to that. There's always great sets that come out of the Lego house there. Some real premium products here. So it's great to see you continuing to pump those out. So,
cool. Glad you like it.
Says, I like the color combo Lego went for. That's right. The colors, there are some great colors in here, both internally with those pieces and then just the finished build outside as well. Really nice variety of cool colors.
Thank you. Glad it's going down well.
Will there be any further wooden toys? Well, let's see. Lego did the big wooden minifigures were a thing, right? In the last year or so. I forget when exactly that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Lego Originals. Yeah. I have no idea, and even if I did know, you know the story. I wouldn't.
Golden Light Pictures.
Pull that confidentiality card.
Stuart, have you designed any other sets? So have you worked on like the other house exclusives or anything like that?
Well, I've mainly been working on the Inside Tour concept models. So since the Tree of Creativity, which also transitioned to a Lego House exclusive, so the first Lego House exclusive set, and then it was the Ferguson Tractor, and then we had the System House and so on. So I've been working on those, and so I do that each year, and then now I'm starting to do the Lego House limited editions.
There you go. We got another question on screen there for you.
Yeah. Well, I did actually. There was a prototype with a brick separator in it, but it was very important that we tried to follow as closely as possible to sort of the shape and the contour of the beak. I mean, this was all about getting as close to the original as possible, and the brick separator would have been a fun feature, but it wouldn't have been so accurate.
Right. We're just waiting for waiting for the use of a brick separator as like an official part of a set.
Yeah, I don't even know if it legally would have been allowed to do, but it was it was tried, but we decided not to. I decided not to put that one forward.
That makes sense. Yeah, you have you posted photos of those prototypes that you mentioned anywhere? Can people see those online?
I think we sent them out to the press, but I don't know if they made it online. But I might, maybe I'll put some on my Instagram or something, and you can feel free to reshare.
Yes, so that's what we like to hear. So Brian, how is the set coming along for you?
I am just done with the second box. So the way it's looking right now is like this. And Ogel is here, and then there are these skull guards that just kind of chill out here. If I can pop that in somewhere. And then presumably this goes in to here somehow, some way, like that. So it like sits in there like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still like the skull tower, but that's a third box that's like this big right here. So depending on what you want to do, I may build it, finish it off camera when I'm done taking a nap, or whatever else. So yeah.
Golden Light Pictures, Stuart is the same person who made the Lego washing hands meme. The same legend, I should say, who did that. So yes.
Legend might be overdoing it, but yes, the same. And actually, we've reused it in the Lego house. I can see in the at least in the employee restrooms, you can see the washing machine hand meme as a reminder to wash your hands in there. So yeah, it's been it lives on.
It's more than just the brick built creations that you contribute to the Lego house, Stuart.
Yeah, I'm occasionally called in for various tasks. So yes.
What is Brian building?
We're also doing a every week, every Thursday, we're doing a live tour of the Lego house. So last Thursday we did the Masterpiece Gallery and the Tree of Creativity, and then we're doing another one this Thursday, and we're doing that every week for around 5 6 weeks, I think.
Awesome. Where can people check that out? Is that like YouTube, Facebook, or
that'll be on? I think if you check out the Lego House Facebook page, or I think it's on the Lego Facebook page. You'll see some links on there.
That's cool. Do you do those tours yourself, or is it different people that kind of show different areas?
No, I'm doing those, and live is scary. I don't have your journalistic skills, Joshua.
That's why I have Brian here to keep it all on track.
Okay. So yeah, no hassling or difficult questions in the chat, please.
Yeah. Do you try to, or someone looking at chat while you do those tours at all, to respond to live questions as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
We take a couple of breaks to do some live questions. Yeah.
It is great, the interaction you can get with people. You know, I have enjoyed that aspect of the quarantine cast, and since we can't travel to places, doing all these live streams, you know, you get that a lot more interaction on just a daily and weekly basis with, you know, both people in the stream as well as just viewers in the chat that we don't normally have when we're focused in the convention. So that has been nice here.
Yeah, it's been actually, you know, needs must and all that, but it's actually turned into something quite good that you can really get sort of that direct connection with the community.
And you know, if our videos are any indication, people love videos from the Lego house, so I think you should do some more of those, Stuart. They're very popular.
Yeah, we'll see how long that popularity lasts with me in charge.
You feel like you're going to hurt ratings? I don't know. I think you're doing great.
Yeah. No, we also do it. We do a Danish one, but obviously my Danish skills would not handle that. So we have a couple of others doing the Danish only ones, and then I do the English version.
There you go. And then do you have you need an American to do one for us over here?
Yeah. So another question: how long will the wooden duck stay in the Lego house? Well, we don't have a set time frame on it. You can see that we're still selling out of the tree now, but the tree's obviously been there since 2017. So hopefully it'll be there for a while. But the plan is that we introduce a new set every year for the immediate future anyway. So I've been working on that one. I'm now working on the one for 2022. So they're in the pipeline, but there's no exit date right now for the duck.
But try to get it. You know, those types of sets you want to get as soon as possible, because you never know what can happen with them. So it's always good to pick them up when you have the opportunity.
Yeah. So when people can get to the house, hopefully they'll be able to get one. And you know, we appreciate that there are travel restrictions all over the place right now. So yeah, so we have the house is open, but we have limited numbers coming in, and it's obviously mostly Danish families coming in right now.
The question from Milan: is there going to be a giant version of the duck in Lego house, like the dinosaurs, like a dinosaur scale Lego?
Frankly, Dunkin' Duck type thing. Yeah. No plans for one, but you never know. I usually go smaller, but yeah. I don't think it'll be quite scary when it starts getting very big. But, yeah.
Maybe a giant
off-road
mosaic.
duck. A giant what?
A giant duck mosaic, maybe. That's a little simpler.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
You need a play. It's like a play feature that's like a Trojan horse, but Lego duck, where people can climb up inside it at the Lego house.
Yes, the Trojan duck. Yeah. I'm wondering how long before someone actually does some power-up features on it and you can drive it around remotely.
I'm sure not long at all. The Technic, power-up builders are very talented when it comes to
yes,
basically getting any possible Lego set moving.
Yeah, true.
So this is what I have here with the whole shindig. Just as the final update, I guess. Right there.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Like you said, that red goes great with the black, gray, the dark colors. That
yeah, it does.
Great combination there.
Looking real nice.
Got get yourself an Alpha Team duck.
Yeah. Translucent red and black. That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be like an evil mecha duck.
Josh, you're going to open any of your other Lego House exclusives?
I need to. I don't know. I like having them just, sealed back there on the shelf, but I suppose I could still have the boxes back there and actually build the set. So,
like Mario sets. Yeah, you got to. Yeah. Hey, if I open this set from 2001, Joshua, you got to crack those bad boys open. Come on.
I should. Yeah. It's bad to get too attached to the sealed sets. They're designed to be built. So, I need to just open them up, and especially the actual house set right there. That would be cool to have on display. Yeah. I do have the let's see, I'll grab it here 1 second. I have this from the Scareback fan weekend when the house opened. So this is the little smoke that they included. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have that on display back here as well. But yeah, some future streams, Stuart. I think I'll end up tackling some of those.
Okay, I'll be watching and looking out for any mistakes. So.
Thank you. I need it.
Well, Joshua, do I crack open this final box? You closing this bad boy out? What are we doing here, man?
We can probably. I'm finished here, so we'll probably wrap it up soon here in the next few minutes. Yeah, cool. Since we finished the duck, and we're that way we can save the exciting conclusion of your build, Brian, for a future stream.
Oh yes, we shall.
So
leaving the stream on a cliffhanger.
That's exactly. Right. So we got to get all these viewers back in. Everybody has to join. We've got to leave them some. That's been the problem in past streams. We don't leave them on a cliffhanger, and so we don't get those return viewers.
Right. Plus, I'm hungry. I didn't eat lunch. I gotta get that Chipotle. Get with that. So
there you
go. I need dinner as well. So, yeah.
What's on the menu tonight, Stuart? What are you looking at?
Yeah, it'll be a case of opening the fridge door and looking at what's closest to the right date. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but it's also getting to it's getting late. Let's do junk food type of thing. So, yeah.
Excellent, I like it.
Taco Bell time, like we were talking about earlier, Brian.
There it is. There it is.
So Stuart's getting real fancy tonight. Then is what you're saying?
Right. Precisely.
Vision, before we sign off here, what did you have going on there? Did you get some good sorting done?
I'm not sorting at the moment. I'm taking out parts because I think I got an idea of what I'm going to be working on, but I'm not going to say anything yet because I don't know if I'm going to go through with it.
Ooh.
But I'm just testing out some stuff.
We already have one cliffhanger for the stream, so you got to say
you got to give them. You got to give them multiple. You got to give them.
There we go. Well, I think that will finish it up for us today. So awesome Thanks again to Lego for sending me the wooden duck set here. Fun build. Stuart, thank you for your input and for popping into the stream here. It's always a pleasure when we get to chat with you.
No, thank you for the invite.
For sure. And Brian, good luck with the Alpha team set. We'll finish that, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Can you wait until a future stream to finish it, or will you finish it before then?
It will be agonizing, and I will continually wake up in a cold sweat with how anxious I am to finish it, but I think I can hold off. I think I'm good.
Okay.
That sounds good then. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the stream, everyone who was in the chat with all your good questions, going back and forth. We always love chatting with you. So we will be back next week building more exciting sets. We'll see who all can join us then. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys. Bye.